I had to get educated on hospice and palliative services because one thing I thought about, like, oh my gosh, yes, it's end of life care, but also I had to realize that this is a needed service. So many family members were going through the transition process without knowing how to go through the transition process.
What do you need improvement in?
Just want to go through and win.
What is the purpose of overthinking? You're taking care of your loved one. That's how you can increase your sales.
Hello, everybody. This is Ferris.
This is Caleb Flenoy, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with the Homecare Guyz.
Caleb, brother, man, what's good with you, man?
Man, everything is just going amazing. You know what, Ferris? I had the opportunity to go and carry mom to see Serena play at the U.S. Open. That was like one of the most highlights of my entire life. Like I literally made history. I was there to witness history. Serena Williams actually. This was her last tournament, the U.S. Open, and she is retiring from tennis. Yeah. And so, you know, I have been a tennis player for, oh my goodness, since middle school. Yeah. And so I love tennis. I'm part of a Alta League in Atlanta. And it was just great to just go to the U.S. Open and kind of see Serena play live. It was just quite an experience.
Man, like, so she played at the Arthur Ashe Stadium, right?
The Arthur Ashe Stadium, yeah.
Man, how was it? Is it large?
It's huge. It's huge. I don't know how many thousands of people it seats, but it was so beautiful. It was like, we had the nosebleeds, of course, but yeah, some of those tickets were just crazy. But it was just great to be in the atmosphere. Mom enjoyed herself. Mom didn't really know the score. She was like, did she win? Did she lose? I'm like, yeah, she's winning.
Love.
But it was just a great time. We got a chance to eat at the venue and take pictures, and we did some shopping. I got your little kids some stuff, and I got you a hat, nice. And got all my nieces and nephews some little items. You know, we always kind of go away with that. But it was just a memorable event. Me and Mom really had a great time.
That's what's up, man. And one thing I want to give a huge shout out to you. That's one thing that you do intentionally. You when you're going and experiencing life, you definitely go through and make sure Mom has an opportunity, because I know a lot of times she definitely sacrificed a lot for us to get to where we are, and your repayment is so beautiful, and like you got a chance to take her on different things, trips, and just things. I think it's so awesome that you incorporate her even in your life as you go and see the world as well. So big ups, man. I hope you see every last continent, every last state, everything that you want to see.
Every last Grand Slam. That's gonna be my next thing. So you know, there's different Grand Slams throughout with tennis, and so the U.S. Open is in the States. Wimbledon is in London. Australian Open is, of course, in Australia. French Open is in France. And then I think Roland Garros is somewhere in, I think it's Brazil or Monte Carlo, something like that. I don't know. But I want to experience all of those Grand Slams and really kind of see. I wish I could have seen Serena play in all these things, but you know, we have Coco Gauff. We got Naomi Osaka. We got all these other big heavy hitters that are coming in, and so that's changing the game of tennis. So I definitely want to be there, and I want to be there in that seat and really kind of experience that.
Man, I think it's so important to go through and experience life. I think a lot of times in life, we always say, I wish I could have, would have. Yeah. But if you have the opportunity to go through and do it. Go through and do it.
Do it. You only got one life to live. Yeah. Life is so short, you know, and you want to make sure you enjoy it and have some memories to share.
Man, speaking of memories, I got a chance to last week or so, I got a chance to go through and celebrate my wife's 40th birthday.
Yay, man.
She wanted to go through and take a trip of a lifetime, and we got a chance to go and see and travel to Greece. Yeah. And it was so beautiful just to go through, just the culture. The food was amazing. The pace of life is so different. But it was just so important for us to go through and celebrate it together. I think a lot of times in life, you do life together, and sometimes, especially when you're building a business, it's like you're grinding, and the people that's in your life and your circle, they get the blunt end of the stick. They don't get to go through and actually, if you're sacrificing something, they're sacrificing something as well. Right. And so just being able to go through and actually see her smile and see this is something that she wished she wanted. This was her dream trip of a lifetime. Oh, and
you made it happen.
Made it happen. We got a chance to go through and actually just do the things that she desired to do.
What were some of the things? I know she did mention about eating at the on the crane or something. Did y'all do that?
We didn't do that. It rained. It rained, but we did go through and eat at like one of the highest points in Athens. It was very beautiful. Food was amazing. The views were amazing.
How was the beaches in Santorini?
Oh my gosh! Well, we didn't. We did something on the boat. We didn't actually go to the beach part. But they had the black sand beach and I think the red or white sand beach.
Oh wow!
But we didn't do that. We did a little boat tour which was amazing as well. We got a chance to stay in Athens and Santorini. Amazing wine. Oh my goodness!
Did you bring some back?
No, I didn't.
See,
so
come on.
I went to wine country.
You went to a wine country, didn't bring it. I remember when I went to Chile, I ended up bringing a whole lot of wine back.
Oh my gosh! I bought a lot of olive oil back, because they have a lot of olives. They just grow everywhere on trees. Like
you can just eat them.
Well, they're not in season right now, but I picked the olive off a tree and just kind of squeezed some of the oil on my arm and just kind of rubbed. I was ashy too, so I did that. But grapes, they grow in Santorini. They grow they don't grow on vines like we do in the States. They just grow on the ground, and the grapes, they're so delicious too. Like we had a tour, and the tour guide, she snuck us in. I guess I shouldn't be saying this, but anyhow, she allowed us to go through and actually eat a couple grapes off a vine. So it was really good,
that's
man.
Good. That's really good. I'm glad y'all had a good time. It seemed like, y'all really got y'all, like it was 6 hours difference from Atlanta, because I was always texting Ferris like, it's 12 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We text messages. But nah, it was beautiful. And anytime I can go through and put a smile on my wife's face, that's amazing. And even today's our anniversary. So I'm like, I tried to go through and do some things. I know in the past, it was like anniversary what, birthday what. I'm like, let's get these days over with. But now having an opportunity to go through and celebrate her and celebrate us together.
And Melanie is a part of our grind too. So she's our director of finance here at Prime Care, and so she keeps us on our toes when it comes down to our financial responsibilities.
Yes.
So she's a part of the team. But we want to bring to you guys what's happening here at Prime Care. We always talk about a lot of the renovations and what we got going on. So we want to take this moment in this episode just to share with you what the Homecare Guyz are doing, what we're about, and then how our companies are really growing in different areas. And so, Ferris, let's start off with you started off, man, because we got so much to talk about. This could probably be an hour episode, but we're going to keep it in our 15-20 minute routine.
So guys, with the Homecare Guyz, like again, a lot of you all know us for home care, of course, but we do have several facets up under our belt that we operate. So Kayla, we'll start off Prime Care Real Estate. Let's talk about Prime Care Real Estate. We do operate a company called Prime Care Real Estate. Right. And so we've been actually on the move over the summer with some major renovations on one of our properties that we are listing on Airbnb. Right. And so it's an amazing estate property that allows us to go through and give people an experience. And so that was an undertaking, brother. We had to do a full renovation, man. Oh yeah, it was a full renovation. A beautiful estate. We're going to post it on Airbnb soon, but it's a great getaway. So if you're in Atlanta, or if you're in different areas and you want to just kind of come to the country and kind of be in a place where you and your family can enjoy fishing and nature trails and hiking and just enjoy all of this space and s'mores at night and looking at the stars, this is the perfect place for you. And so we came up with the name Peaceful Pines Estate, and so we're going to pretty much kind of post that on our Airbnb or VRBO space. And so we're excited about that, and we look forward to doing more of those experiences with our real estate company. Also with our real estate company, we also do a lot of the buildings that we own with Prime Care. And so we got renovation project here. You want to tell them about this project? Oh man, Kayla. Look, so our now headquarters, eventually my regional office, but our now headquarters office was an elementary school. We several years ago, we purchased our elementary school. It was Midway Elementary down in Milledgeville, Georgia. And so it needed a lot of upkeep and a lot of renovations and things of that sort. So we got into it and got it operational, and it still looked like a school, Kayla. It still looked like a classroom when we first got into it. It did. And so we had the opportunity several months ago to start some of the upkeep and renovation process. And Caleb, this was something. There's a lot of lessons we learned. We learned a lot of lessons. I learned a lot of lessons. Oh my gosh. We don't want to revisit these lessons. No. Look, these one of the lessons you learn once and you don't repeat them. Right. As well. But the renovations come along very beautifully. We are in the process of getting everything decorated and everything so that our team can come back and get the office space that they deserve, because they work so hard and tirelessly, and they deserve an awesome space where they can come in to get the things done and also enjoy each other as well. Yeah, we have an amazing team. And so with this renovations, this regional office would be our regional office for our headquarters. Our regional headquarters for our different states, because Prime Care, we have expanded into different states now. Yes. We are in the state of Indiana for our structured family
program. We also do Georgia for Structured Family. We also do traditional services here, or CCSP source and ICWP in Georgia. And we do our pediatric program in Georgia. And so we're expanding to another state as well for different services as well. So we're excited about that. I want to dive into the baby that we started kind of was the pediatric department. And we have groomed leaders into leaders that can run that organization. We're excited about where that direction is going, even with traditional services. We're excited about that. And so we're having a headquarters here with our staffing department. They're going to be staffing all these different areas for service. So we're excited about what we got going on with our home care division here at Prime Care. Another division that we talked about, Ferris, maybe you want to elaborate, is what we recently started in Atlanta.
Oh, before we start, I want to kind of jump back on the Prime Care part because, like I said, the leadership that we have here is amazing. And one thing that we're stepping into right now is actually, yes, our now headquarters will be changed to our regional office, and we will be actually expanding our headquarters office to the Metro Atlanta area.
Yes.
Because one reason why we wanted to do this is because now we're on the road to become a national brand.
Right.
And we realize that when we're having teammates fly in and out of different states, we want to make sure it's conveniently located. So when people fly into Atlanta, we can come in and work and fly back out as well. Right. So we're actually moving our headquarters office to the Atlanta, Georgia area. I think it's going to be like about November time frame. We want to get that jump started. And also we're expanding our leadership team. So we're bringing on even more executive level leaders, directors, and upper level management as well, because one thing we realize that our team deserves an opportunity to grow within the organization, and we realize that there's only so much that we can do, Caleb and I, and so we need leaders that's going to be able to groom other leaders as well so that they also can grow as well. So we're in the process of actually just developing and also recruiting and bringing on different leadership as well with the organization. So that's exciting.
I'm excited. In the past, we got our Prime Care colors, like blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
And so another program that we started in the Atlanta area is our Prime Care Hospice.
Yes.
And so we hired an amazing administrator. Margot is doing an amazing job. And so we're excited about expanding that division. And hopefully, we establish more hospice agencies throughout Georgia, but we want to focus on the Atlanta area first, and really grow that market. And so we have the hospice going on right now as well. That's for the end of life care. And so, and most people that are on home care and they are transitioning out, the patient is getting a little bit worse and need more pain management or pain management services, that's when you can utilize hospice. And so we don't have that statewide as of yet, but we have it just in the Atlanta area.
Hey, are you taking care of a disabled loved one in your home? My name is Donna Kraft. I'm a health coach with Prime Care Home Care. The last couple of years, our company has been helping family members make lasting memories with their disabled loved ones by paying that family member to take care of them in their home. If this is something you'd be interested in learning more about, please give me a call at 912-319-4166, and I'll be waiting for your call.
Yeah, and Caleb, I think when I had to get educated on hospice and palliative services, because one thing I thought about, like, oh my gosh, yes, it's end of life care, but also I had to realize that this is a needed service. So many family members were going through the transition process without knowing how to go through the transition process. And now that they're able to have nurses and chaplain services and social workers and nurses, CNA nurses to come in and assist them, they're able to make more lasting memories with the loved ones as well as they transition. Right. I know I had the honor of actually being alongside our great grandmother, our grandma Miney, when she was transitioning, and it was an amazing hospice company from Dublin, Georgia. I think it was called Serenity Hospice. That the nurse was so patient. The CNA, I remember Marita, the CNA was so patient with our grandmother, and it allowed for us to create more lasting memories as our grandmother was transitioning. And I'll never forget, I was there when she took her last breath, and I got a chance to hold her hand. And me and my Uncle Wyma, we was just down there, and we were just talking, and I said, "Hold up," I think Uncle Wyma said, "I think she just transitioned." And it was so peaceful because hospice actually prepared us for that. And so when people think of hospice, I think it's a needed service. It's one of the most underutilized services that's out there, but we're going to be out there going through and making an impact on people's lives to make sure that they can create more lasting memories with their loved ones as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I think that maybe one of our episodes we get one of our hospice team members to come on board, and we can kind of talk more in detail about that. We're excited about another division that we're getting ready to jumpstart, which is more of a rehabilitation and skilled nursing programs. And that's going to be in the Atlanta area as well. But we're excited about that because so many people have different insurances and need skilled care, skilled nurses care, as well as rehabilitation like physical therapy and speech therapy and occupational therapy. And so we're getting ready to do that. And one thing about Prime Care, we're evolving into an ecosystem. You know, once a member comes into our organization, we want to make sure that we can provide holistic care for that member. And so if that means if that person is a adult and they're transitioning, they need end of life care, they need rehabilitation services, we want to be a one-stop shop. And so we want to, if we ever get a referral, we can pretty much kind of help that client and assist that client throughout the whole process of their health.
Caleb, I think it's so important to be that ecosystem. And one thing that I love about our organization is the team that we have. And the team creates the culture that we have. It's always been our passion and our goal to go through and make sure we have a company culture that we are proud of. We want to have we have a company culture where people are excited to see each other. People are excited to go through and actually see the organization grow because they see themselves growing with the organization as well. And this is one thing that I would encourage as you all listening as well. If you feel like you have a talent, a skill set, and you've been in leadership, management, or whatever, if you feel like you have a skill set that you can bring to the table here at Prime Care, I want you to feel free to go through and reach out to us. Go to primecarehomecare.com or just inbox us right now on the Homecare Guyz, and we'll make sure we get it over to our Prime Care intake team as well. But we're looking for team members to actually grow with us. If you're serious about making an impact, Caleb, I think when I think about growth, I was actually reading last night. I was listening to something last night, and I was reading something as well about the 12 disciples. When Jesus went out to go through and impact the world, he went through and sought out the 12 disciples. And if I'm not mistaken, Matthew was I'm gonna call him a customs officer. Pretty much he was at the gate making sure people can go in and out of different countries as well. But he specifically went through and actually chose the right people to be on the team. And that's what we are right now at Prime Care as well. We're looking for those people that desire to go through and make a change, not just in our local community, but in the United States as well. And again, if that's you, if you have a big dream, you have a big dream, and you have a work ethic that can go through and follow up that big dream, I want to hear from you as well. So make sure you go through and inbox us. Let us know who you are. Let us know what skill set you can bring to the table, because we are excited about hearing from you as well.
Exactly. Is there some other things that we got going on? I know that we're doing countless renovations. We are doing a lot of hiring the executive team right now. We're in that process of recruiting executive team members. And what else? What else is new, Ferris?
Man, we are in the process.
I think the grand opening here, I think that's one thing we want to kind of set up a time frame to really kind of get a lot of the community involved with the grand opening in the regional office.
I know one thing I was thinking about this morning, Caleb. You remember last year we did our company Christmas party? That thing was off the chain. So I thought about that this morning, like at 4:00 in the morning when I woke up. I'm like, man, the Christmas party about to come up.
You think we're gonna do it?
Oh, we're gonna do it again. I think that's gonna be so fun. Our team deserves everything that they're receiving right now. And I'm excited about celebrating. This has been an amazing year. And I want to go through and make sure that we're celebrating our team. And we're going to party. When we party, we have a good time.
We do.
We have a good time. So
it'd be on and popping.
Oh, bro. It's going to be amazing. So that's happening. We got a lot of things that's coming down the pipe for our team members as well. We've been working behind the curtains on a few things that we'll reveal a little bit later. But we've been working on a few things for our team as well, just to go through, not only make sure the culture's right, but make sure that they have the things that they need to go through and do life well as well.
Exactly. And I think we're all about planning for success. And so I know that upcoming in October, we have a getaway that we're doing the Vivid Vision for the team. And this is going to be amazing. Really just kind of writing out our plans for 2023. All right. And so we have a lot of goals and objectives, and we're excited about it. We're excited here at Prime Care, and it seems like we're just beginning. That's one thing I feel like, even in this race, we've been in business for 15 years, and every day has not been a great day. We have had some lows. We have had some high highs. but now we feel like that we have a trajectory. It's like the Sigmund curve, what's going on, and we're just steady growing and evolving in business. And so we're super excited about that. And we thank you for joining along with us in this journey. You know, we're including you in our journey, so you can know, you know what, these guys, I remember when they were in their mother's living room, and now, you know, they're this Fortune 5,000 or Fortune 500, you know, business. And so we're excited about that. And so we want to take you on this journey as we continue to grow and help service family members in our nation. We're getting ready for a national takeover.
Yeah, this is amazing, Caleb. Caleb, I'm excited about just, well, I guess before I go through this, how do you feel, like, if you look back over the last, it's 2022, look back over the last year and a half, how do you feel about our progression as an organization? Like, what does it make you feel?
I'm astonished, actually, of it. You know, I think that one thing we did, Ferris, we seized so many opportunities. Like, when the opportunity came, we didn't just apply, we just didn't pray about it and say, well, let's see if this is really from God. We just jumped on it. I am just amazed at our team. I think that we have develop a great team, and we'll continue to bring in more solid team members that can really run with the vision. But I'm just super amazed at the growth. I think it's just all collective efforts. Everybody knows their lane. Everybody operates in their lane, and that has been one of the true testaments of our growth. But yeah, I'm just so anticipating the future. I'm anticipating what Prime Care and our organizations are going to be. And how many families we're going to be helping in service these next couple of years. I think that how we have grown so exponentially these past couple of years, I believe that with our executive team, it's going to be even faster. And so I'm excited about just to see how that's going to play out. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about our growth these past couple of years, and how we expanding and doing all these other services and programs?
I think when I think about our growth, I look at the foundation, and the foundation are our caregivers. The foundation are our team members. And I've seen so much growth and development in each one. We've had caregivers that actually transitioned from caregivers, and they wanted to grow with the organization when they came on in administrative roles. We've had team members that actually grew from certain entry-level roles to next-level management roles as well. The way that I measure success is how success impacts someone else. And I think that when I see that mothers are able to go through and do a little bit more with their family members, or I remember last year, before then we didn't offer like paid time off and things. That we were able to go through and give individuals paid time off. Like, these are the things right here where I'm like, that's the type of success that I see. I'm like, you're able to breathe a little bit. And our goal is to go through, not only take that to our administrative staff, but to the next level. How do we go through and serve our caregivers more? So I feel like I'm very optimistic in the future. I feel like God has given us opportunities to grow, and we're seizing opportunities to grow. And it is for others to go through and grow along with us as well. So I'm excited about the growth that we've had as an organization, but I'm equally as excited about what I'm seeing with our team. Like, it's amazing seeing people send their children off to college. People being able to not have to worry about the bills getting paid, because they're getting compensated fairly to go through and make sure bills getting paid. They're able to go through and take vacation. We got health insurance right around the corner. It's like, these are the things right here. That's how I measure success. I'm like, yes. And I realize the more that we go through and do and serve others, oh man, the reciprocal effect, that is going to be amazing.
That's it right there. Once you put in your key focus of how can I service others to the best of your ability, that's when God's going to bring out the outpour. He's going to continue to bless you and pour out more blessings on top of you. And I'm a true doer and a hero of that, Ferris, because actually that's what we shifted. We shifted our minds. It wasn't about the members, about how we can better service the members. It wasn't about recruiting the employees, about when we get them here, how can we make our employees happy now? You know, with the culture and with the experience and stuff. And so once you change that focus of, about me, mine, and mine's, mine's and ours, and making it about ours, making it about us, that's how you're gonna shift that whole mentality, and that's how you're gonna really grow, because it's not about you. It's about how you can better service others.
I love it. Love it.
But yeah, so those are some of the things that we got going on at Prime Care. We got a few other things in the loop, that we're working on, and but we're just excited, as we go through this journey in life and go and become a national brand and building a ecosystem in healthcare, servicing from zero as an infant to all the way to seniors to when you expire. We want to be able to help that family members provide support, care, as well as a loving support during these processes, during these stages that these family members are going through or their loved ones are going through. And so definitely remember Prime Care. We're going to be a name, a household name for the future, for healthcare. Yeah.
And guys, we want to make sure you guys know, make sure you tune in each week. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we drop new episodes here at the Homecare Guyz. Again, one of our goals is to go through and actually motivate you, inspire you, and give some entrepreneurial direction as well. So if you know someone that this information would be valuable, please make sure you tag them as well. Also, side note, if you know anyone that's actually looking at being a part of a growing team, leadership, whatever part of the spectrum that you see yourself on, make sure you tag them as well, because we are looking for amazing people to join this amazing team with this amazing culture to go through and actually service the United States as well. So again, we just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this great episode. Caleb, this has been amazing, brother.
Yes, and the update.
The update episode, and cheers to 2023 and beyond.
Let's get it.